Right then, we are back with some more of our Manchester United career mode here, our return to glory. Now, as I said last episode, I'm going to create 2 teams of 11 just to try and spread the game time around, but at the same time, make sure we do have different options, different players that we can sort of spread around the strenuous... What am I even talking about? I don't want to knacker players out by playing the same 11 every game. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so... I made 2 teams. Team A. So as you can see, we've got De Gea, Granero, Delete, Menezes, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, Tonali, Fernandes, Fati, Rashford and Sancho. Pretty strong team nonetheless. I mean, of course, Granero and Menezes are the only 2 players under an 80. They'll obviously develop as time goes on. Getting more game time is good for them. Then Team B, we have Giordano in goal, Grimaldo, Delete, and then... Ooh. Press the wrong button there for a second. No, we don't. Right. So Giordano in goal. We've got Grimaldo. We'll have Jimenez. Delete and Wan-Bissaka are currently just holding the positions because we need to get more players to cover those. We've got Anton in midfield alongside Arthur. Havertz as the attacker mid with Rodrigo, Mbappe and Dembele up front. So we need to purchase in this window a centre-back to replace Delete in this team and a right-back to replace Wan-Bissaka. And that will give us 2 full 11s of different players. Also on the bench in both teams, we've got the same players, and they're not amazing, but they're players we want to start leveling up by giving more game time too, so they'll be sitting on the bench for now. So, centre-back and right-back, what are our options? Well, right-back, I think there's only really one that we're going to go for, and that is going to be Mr. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 89 rated. £64 million he'll cost us, which is absolutely nothing really considering the amount of money we do have. So let's begin negotiations and see what we can do with this club. It'll give us a good chance because at the moment we only have Wan-Bissaka. He's the only right back we have in the squad. So getting Trent in, who's only 25 years of age as well, which is quite good, is going to be very, very good for us. So we're going to go straight in with a £70 million offer. That should probably get accepted straight away, to be honest. No, they want 86.4. We'll give you... what do I want to do here? Edit. We'll give you 76.4. Let's give you a bit of that. 83.9. You know what? We've got tons of money. Let's just go for it. It's not exactly like it's one of our big opponents, so we'll get that straight over the line. And we're going to sign Liverpool's own Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's going to be a big one for them, isn't it? They're not going to be happy with the fact that we're getting one of their big players. Well, one of their big players who's left their club already and gone to Valencia on this game, but it's not going to be too good for them, is it really? Right, 73k. We're going to make him important. We don't want to make him first team because, of course, he's not quite as good as Wan-Bissaka anyway. He wants a 4-year contract. We'll accept that for now. That's fine. He doesn't want a release fee. I'm fantastic with that. I don't know why they'd ask me if that's okay. And he wants to tell me how much he wants to be paid. So... we'll get him over the line, and that's Trent Alexander-Arnold into the club. Fantastic, right. And the other player we needed, of course, is a centre-back. Now, there's a couple of options at this. They've got Varane, Skriniar, Sewell, and Jonathan Tah. Now, I'm going to ignore Tah because he's 86. It's one of these 3. And I think I'm going to ignore Varane as well because he's 30 years of age. So I think I'm going to go for either Skriniar or Sewell. What's the finances involved in them both? More or less exactly the same, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go for Skriniar from Real Madrid. Why not? Why the hell not? Let's treat ourselves. It's going to be a very, very strong... I might change the team slightly then once we get Skriniar in. So I'm just thinking that at the moment, one defence has got 2 young players and the other defence has got no young players. So maybe I'll switch Grimaldo and Granero around in the 2 teams. I want 112 million for him? Okay. I mean, I'll give you 92. That's a lot of money, to be honest with you. More than he's probably worth. They're willing to accept that, okay. We probably got caught out a little bit there with that one, but it is what it is. We've got tons of money. There's no point in messing around. Let's just get these players in. Let's just strengthen our squad. And let us move up to the next level. Right, he wants to be important, which is fine. Because he is going to get a lot of game time. Length of the contract, 5 years. Take him till he's 33, he wants a 3-year deal. It's actually probably better off for us, because he's going to be 31 at that point. So he might start to go down a bit. He doesn't want a release fee, and he wants 170k in wages. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So yeah, like I said, I think what I'm going to do then is I am going to switch around Granero and Grimaldo in my teams. So I'm just writing my paperwork down. Right, so this team will now have, instead of delete, it will have Skriniar, wherever you are. Why is he not here yet? Has the window not officially opened? Maybe the window hasn't officially opened yet. Okay, it should have done. But let's get you in this team anyway. So, Granero, okay. I'll put you in there. Out on the left. And then in Team A, we're going to put Grimaldo in. Okay, so we've still got our first team, which is our strongest 11. And these two are just going to be, if there's a couple of games in a short period of time, that we can sort of mix and match between the two. So we put out a strong team in both games and give some of our youngsters an opportunity to show what they can do. Right. Oh yeah, this is 31st of December. Okay. Okay, so I've just, I must have ended the last episode early then. So let's go with Team B in this one, because Pogba's not 100% ready for Team A. This should be a very, very strong game. 4-0 win. Goal for Anton as well. 2 for Mbappe, 1 for Rodrigo. I'm just hoping the game is going to utilise the guys off the bench. Should do, in my opinion. Right, so that's that. Then we're through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Have the transfers gone through now then? They should have done. Let's knock out some more training with Suzuki going up to a 63. Everyone's going up pretty quickly, actually, stat-wise. I'm pretty happy how things are going at the moment. Right, so have they gone through now, these transfers? I think so, right. So, youth month squad updates. Not those right words, but it works. So we'll get rid of you. You've dropped. You were 79 to 94. Now you're 74 to 94. Okay. Cameron Martin, you can go. Okay, so they're all good. Brandon Collins, you're not going to be good enough, are you? You two are decent looking, and you will keep a hold of as well. Right, so we have the scouts coming back now. Right then, goalkeeper from Peru. Not that we need any more goalkeepers, but we'll take it. Cuesta looks pretty decent, actually. We'll get rid of you, and we'll keep scouting you for another month. Okay. Next up then, Carilla, who's been in Australia. 77 to 93, George Rose. We'll have you then. We'll get rid of you. Patrick Rose is a no. Oliver Ward is a no. Owen Lee's a no. Charlie Kelly's a no. Joel Rose is a no. And Dylan Davis is a no. We've got one good one at least. And, oh, Akene Gabendba. I can't even pronounce that, but we'll take him. 72 to 92 we will take. It's not ideal, but I would like the 94 high. But, of course, with dynamic potential, we can get him there anyway. We'll keep scouting you for another month. And you lot can go. Okay. Okay, it's not bad then. So transfer window is now open. That hopefully should mean that our 2 players just came through. So let's have a quick look. Team B. Are they in? Yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold comes in at right back. And then in place of, not Jimenez, in place of Delete, we have Skriniar. Boom, there we go. There we go then. 2 pretty damn strong teams. I'm happy with that. So let's keep pushing forward. Of course, in this one, we're going to go to the end of March, is it? We normally do? Yeah, end of March. We've got some players going out as well, which is nice. We've got rid of some of the youngsters that weren't very good. Okay, so you're happy with the amount of game time. I'm proud of you. Let's get your morale up a little higher. And our next league game is going to be against Stoke, which is not too bad. So what's this transfer offer for Dembele? 200 million from Real Madrid. We're going to reject it because he's 94 now, Dembele. So he's got up. Has anyone else got up? Can't see anyone else that's necessarily gone up. Off the top of my head, I might be wrong, but Wan-Bissaka's a 93. That's an incredible defender, isn't it? So we've got Stoke. This is going to be Paul Pogba's return. Of course, he's only played a few games this season. He got injured pretty early on, so we're going to give him an opportunity to show what he can do today as Team A comes in to face off against Stoke. Hopefully we'll see a couple of the guys come off the bench and have a bit of game time. We did. Saw 3 of them. Hall, Ferrari and Short all came off. Hall actually got a goal as well. Fernandez, Rashford and Hall with the goals then. So that was Hall's first goal, I think, in his first ever game for the club, which is nice to see. So hopefully, as time goes on, because now those guys on the bench are getting more game time, they're going to develop quickly and hopefully become a lot more useful for us in the future. That's the plan anyway. Because, of course, we want to try... I'd love to try and win the quad. I messed it up this year because we lost in the Carabao Cup. We could still win the treble this year, though. FA Cup, Champions League and Premiership is a good possibility. The good thing with us now is we can just switch between A and B all the time now and just keep everyone happy. Then when we come up against a big opponent, we can play the stronger side. So let's go for B in this one, because A played in the last game. Keep everyone protected, keep everyone fit. West Bromwich Albion. We beat them 3-0. 1 from Arthur, 2 goals from Havertz. And again, we saw some more guys off the bench playing some more games. And they're getting a lot more opportunity now, which is good. That's what you want to see from them. And that keeps us 7 points at the top of the table with Leicester City coming up in a few days' time. Alexander and Davis both got up a stat point, which is nice. We're getting there now, then, aren't we? We are getting there. Leicester City is our next game. So we've had 23 wins out of 23 games. This game is crazy in that sense, isn't it, really? Luke Gillespie, Werder Bremen want to buy him. I mean, is he on the transfer list? He's not, no. Well, you can bugger off then, because he's actually playing games now. He's actually getting some game time. Leicester City upcoming then. So we'll go back to Team A for this one. Then we've got a game against Bournemouth in a few days. So this is the reason why we've got the 2 teams now, because we can just switch between the 2. Everyone gets game time. Everyone stays happy and fit. Hopefully. And we keep winning games, hopefully, as well. Tonali and Sancho with the goals. Shaw got some more game time off the bench again. And then we simply switch it across to that one, because there's a suspension, is there? Yeah, Wan-Bissaka suspended. And again, it's just easy enough, because I've not got to take him out of the squad then. I can just play the other team. Perfect. This is actually going to work out really well for us, I think, now. And as time goes on, the younger players will get stronger and stronger. Giordano, Granero. It's a good chance for Giordano now. He's going to get a lot more football than what he's had in the past. So he needs to develop quite quickly, because De Gea is obviously about 14 stat points ahead of him. So 2-0 win. Goals from Havertz and Dembele. A bit of game time for Hall and Sandoval off the bench as well. Of course, we want to make sure the players we have coming through as well are the best we possibly can. I'm hoping that the fact that we're playing these guys on the bench now, giving them some game time, is going to mean their dynamic potential is going to increase, so they're all going to have some really, really high potentials. We're 10 points at the top of the table now. 24 wins out of 24 games. I think we're going to break a record here by the looks of it. We're not on track, apparently, with something. I don't really think it matters. I think it's probably the wage. We weren't supposed to increase the wages that much this season, but we've increased them by quite a lot. So Bruno Fernandes wants to play in this game, so that's handy. We've got Team A back in then. Against Newcastle United. Newcastle won their last 3 games in a row. Can't beat us, though. Goals from Fati, Sancho and Fernandes. Great. And Max Hall got some time from the bench as well. Excellent. And it's actually working really well now, because we're keeping a lot more people happy as well. Akara gets himself up to a 67. Like I said, we just need to get him up as soon as we can, because we know the issues we had last season with injuries. But I think that's what really screwed us over. We were on to win a lot of things last season if it wasn't for the De Gea injury. A lot of things. Right, is the transfer deadline day. Which I don't think we need to be involved in, to be honest, because we're pretty damn strong as it is, unless people are making bids on our players. I don't think they are. We just got loads of people saying they're happy about playing games and that sort of stuff, so nothing major in there, really. Oh, there is something going on. So what's this Sandoval loan offer? We're actually using him now, so I'm going to say no on that because he's going to get some game time. Let's look through these quickly. Not on track. Which one's that? Doesn't even say which one it is. Suspensions. Okay, all that sort of stuff. Don't really matter too much. Nothing really important. We'll keep pushing through. Valencia accept a bid from Dortmund for Hermoso. We do have Guedes currently out on loan as well, who does have something special potential. So maybe he's someone we can bring in next season as well a bit more. 1 hour remaining. There's a loan offer for Max Hall, which we're going to reject as well because, again, he's now getting some first-team football with us. I think in the summer what we'll do is we'll take everyone off the loan list and just have a little look, have a bit of a clear out and a bit of a... Yeah, you know, it's up and down in it. There's be a lot of players that we can use and a lot of players that are probably not good enough anymore. Branko Draskovic, 86 to 94. We'll take you definitely then, mate. You've gone back up to a 79 to 94 now then. 85 to 94. Finally, Kelvin Afire. You can move up now then. 81 to 91. 72 to 90. You're not going to be good enough, I don't think. Okay, everyone else is just about okay. I mean, you as a goalkeeper need to be higher than that, to be honest. I'm not over keen on you, to be honest, either, but we'll see how it goes. You never know, it might go up. Draskovic is a very good one, though. Be good to bring him up when he turns 16. Right, let's look at the youth scouties. Yep, that's the word. Quiroga, okay, 72 to 92, we'll take you. Dominguez, wow, 69 high. Why would you even tell me that player? That is a lot of crap there from Peru this month. Next up then, we have got Australia, which again is not looking very good to start with at all. Again, Australia was terrible this month, okay. And finally, we have Ghana, which again is not showing much good stuff at all. Is this the end? This is the end, okay. I'll take you because of your age. And the other two I'm going to ignore. Okay. So we need to resend those scouts out now then as well. So let's get them sent out. We're going to send them to this time. I like the whole Europe, South America, Africa. I do like that. So let's go, first of all, Europe. Let's go for Russia. Don't think we've done Russia in a long time. You can head down to Africa. We're going to go to this time. Go to South Africa. Bradley Green. You, my friend, are over in South America. Uruguay. Where have we done? Ecuador. Right, we'll get you sent off as well. Okay. We all good? We all good. Okay, let's keep pushing forward then. 10 points at the top of the table. Scouting's network's all set up. That's good. Transfer offer for Luke Gillespie. There's quite a few of these. He's not actually on the transfer list. I don't know why we're getting so many of these offers now. Obviously, they know how good his potential is, I suppose. Right, let's keep pushing forward then. It's going to be Watford in the league. I think you guys played in the previous game, so let's go for a B on this one. So we have Granero, Anton, two youngsters. So 2-1 victory, goals from Dembele and Mbappe. Hall and Shaw both got some game time. Don't often see a lot of Ferrari from the bench, do you actually? don't think the game likes him. That was a good week, wasn't it? Kazawa, Davis, Suzuki, and Alexander all going up a stat point. Also trying to get them up to around about the 70 mark so we can give them some first team football. Anyone else doing well in training this month? Of course, it's a new month now. Want to see how these guys are getting on. Why is De Gea on the bench for this team? Shouldn't be. Did we sell... Oh, we sold that centre-back. Okay, we need a defender. Okay, that's not good, is it? Okay. Let's just throw Menezes on the bench for this one, then. I didn't realise we sold that centre-back. And then in A... It's going to be the same, isn't it? We got Giordano on the bench. Okay. Let's throw... Granero. Might as well get those two guys, because they're the ones we really want to level up as quickly as possible to make them as strong as we can. So let's just throw them on the benches, get some more game time. So next up then, we have got a game against... Is that Brentford? Yep, whole offer retracted. That's good, because we ignored you. I think that is Brentford, yeah. Then we've got Ajax on the Tuesday, okay. So, I feel like... Which one's the strongest team? I feel like Team A is the strongest team. So we're going to go with Team B for this game here against Bristol City, not Brentford. And then Team A can have the game against Ajax midweek. 3-1 win, good. 2 goals from Havertz and 1 from Sandoval from the bench as well. Good times. Sancho's unhappy about not being selected enough. You are going to be playing this game against Ajax, mate. I had to rest you. I don't want to risk you getting injured. Akaran up to a 68. So yeah, we're going to go to Team A for this next one. Like so. To face off against Ajax. Let's get this underway. Come on, Sancho. You're annoyed you're not playing enough. Show me why. It's a 2-1 win. Goals from Shaw and Fernandes. Rashford picked up an injury, though. But if it was a bad injury or just a knock. Not sure at this point in time. We can actually have a look at the news, can't we? That probably make more sense. Just a knock, hopefully. 4 months. 4 freaking months. Wow. Okay, then. Well... Sure. Your time has come, my friend. Your time has come. You're going to be showcasing your ability on the grandest stage of them all. Let's put Davis on the bench. So we've got an extra striker. So Shaw's going to start playing some games now. So it's Team B for this next one, isn't it? Yep, okay. Against Crystal Palace. 4 months for Marcus Rashford. That's shocking, isn't it, really? Right, here we go then. It's a 4-0 win. Goals from Mbappe, Anton and Havertz. We saw Hall, Sandoval and Shaw from the bench. Still no Ferrari. He's just not getting games from the bench. I don't know what it is. The game just doesn't seem to want to bring him on. I don't think he's a bad player, but maybe the game does. Right, Nottingham Forest then in the next round of the FA Cup. Shaw's going to get his first start for the club. As he takes on Notts Forest. Okay. Let's see what you got then, Shaw. See what you got there, my man. It's a 1-0 win. Goal from Sandro Tonali. And Davis got some game time. Go Lance Davis. Next up, then, we have Southampton in the league. Oh. Is it end of the video already? January, February. No, we've got all of March to do yet, haven't we? Yeah, all of March to do yet. 89 to 94, Draskovic. Excellent. 81 to 94 is good. That's good as well. You've buggered it now, mate. You're gone. You two are good. Declan White, you're gone. And George Rose, you're okay. Okay. New countries, let's see what we've got. So 68 to 94, we'll continue scouting you. 69 to 94, we'll continue scouting. 63 to 93, we'll continue scouting as well. And 71 to 94, we will take. I like to have that bottom number above 70 before I take them. Right, South Africa, 73 to 94. We'll take you. We'll keep scouting you. There's no harm in doing so, is there? We'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. We will keep you, though. We'll take you actually up. And the other two can be scouted. And then final scout reports. Ooh. Volchenkov. 72 to 94. We'll take you. Also 72 to 94. Atamanov. 81 to 94. 70 to 94. Wow, Russia is on steroids. Excellent. Okay, so we've done the youth progression. That's good. We've signed up enough defenders. Let's have a quick look at the players we just brought in then, because some of those young Russians could be quite good. One of them had a high current ability. I can't remember which one it was, but I'm assuming it's not actually going to be that high, is it? Never is it? No, obviously it wasn't. Okay. So we'll leave them here to continue developing. We all good? I think we're all good now then, yep. Let's keep pushing forward. Southampton. So we go into Team B for this one. Rodrigo's up to a 90 now then, which is nice. Come on, give Ferrari some more game time. Maybe not. 4-1 victory. 1 from Anton, 2 from Mbappe, and 1 from Rodrigo. So is Anton up to a 78? He is up to a... And Granera's up to a 76 as well, which is nice. Giordano up to a 79. Shaw's up to a 79. See, giving these guys the game time, Menez is up to a 79 as well. Giving these guys the game time is working, definitely. Sandoval up to a 72 as well. So they're going to start developing pretty quickly now and get some... hopefully make them more and more effective. Because, of course, we want to win the quad. That's our big target. Right, Alexander and Davis both going up another stat point. Alexander up to a 59, Davis up to a 67. 68 even. Manchester City's the next game. Okay. So this is where we come out of our little system now and go back to using this the main strongest team, I suppose. So if we can knock Man City out of this FA Cup, we are laughing. So strongest team, Rashford is currently out injured, of course, so he can't play. But Usman Dembele is actually stronger than Rashford anyway, so let's do that. And we'll bring Shaw onto the bench. Is there anyone else we want to bring on instead, maybe? Skriniar can come on in place of Menezes, I suppose, and Granero can come off for Trent. And Pogba can come on in place of... well... I suppose Ferrari, yeah. So our strongest team is actually incredible, actually, when you look at it, with the bench and everything as well. So this is a big game, this one. 6th round of the FA Cup. If we win this, I can't imagine there's many other teams that will give us any trouble in the FA Cup. Oh, we lost 1-0. Bugger. We're out of the FA Cup. That is disappointing. That is disappointing. We have the Champions League now, though. Champions League and League is our big push now then. I mean, we could be absolutely incredible and win the league by winning every single game. We've not won a game in the league yet. We've won every single match. And we are in the middle of March, which is incredible, really. So again, we've got 2 games in a couple of days. Let's go for Team B in this game against Ajax. Let's get that simulated. This should hopefully be a victory for us. We beat them 2-1 in the first leg. Beat them 3-1 in the second leg. Goals from Hall, Havertz and Anton. There was an injury picked up though, which is not ideal. Next up we come up against Brighton in the league. Then yes, we've won 29 games out of 29. We're currently 13 points at the top of the table. Man City do have a game in hand. Menezes is out injured. Okay, that's not ideal. Granero, or do we want to play Mitchell? Got to play Mitchell, haven't I suppose? Got to play Mitchell. Don't want to knacker Gramero out at all. I mean, Mitchell's only 70 rated, but again, it's going to be good for him if he can play some games like this. This is the right team, yep. Hopefully the players around him are going to be strong enough. Brighton have not won, well, they've lost their last 3 in a row. And we get it as well. Excellent 2-0 victory, 2 goals from Fernandes. Right. Afire says it's amazing I'm playing him in so many games. He's not played a single game yet. I don't know where he's getting that from. Kakawa goes up to a 65. Excellent. Okay, let's keep pushing forward then. I don't know how Afire's so happy. We've not played him at all yet. Wow, that was a long old break, that was, wasn't it? A long old break. Does that bring some of our players back to fitness? Is Menezes back yet? Or is it? No, it's a long-term injury, is it? Okay. Well, Mitchell, you keep in your place then. However, this is going to be a Team B game against Bournemouth, but Menezes is on the bench for this team as well. So let's just, I don't know, let's just throw Suzuki. Yeah, let's throw Suzuki onto the bench. Don't know what help he's going to be able to give us, Suzuki, really, but it is what it is. Let's get the game done. Against Bournemouth. So we're on a run to try and win every single game in the Premier League. 2-0 win, 2 goals from Kai Havertz. They had a man sent off in the 27th minute as well. Okay. And that is all then for this video. Because we are at the end of March now, so in our next video we will finish off this season. As you know, we're out of the FA Cup, we're out of the Carabao Cup, but we're still in the Champions League with Barcelona in the next round. And of course, it looks like we are on to win the league. So we could get a big double this year if we can get past Barcelona. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you would like to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for the finale of the 2023-24 season. Bye.